Hello, Nomad Sculpt, and this is a workflow video how to block out very quick a foot. Only the rough shape, not yeah the complete thing. Okay, so first I'm using Google image search. Search for a foot silhouette. So yeah, maybe something stylized or like you want, but it have to look um, like the foot you want. So I use this as a realistic foot, and I download this image here and save it to the camera, and then I I need Procreate for this because it's not a real fine image. So I do a few things with it. So I want it like this here. So this is the image we get from the internet, and I did a few brush strokes. So I get at the end this image here. So with gaps between the, yeah, I don't know the name, tooth or teeth, no, teeth and Zähne. Okay, so I download or I export this image here. So share it, JPEG, and I save it. So now let's start with Nomad Sculpt. So I start from the beginning. I add a plane primitive, and I rotate the plane primitive in the front view. So first I validate this, and then I use the snapping and I rotate it in the front view. So, and here I bake the position here and the pivot. So now the pivot is aligned to the view. Okay, now the mesh needs more topology for our workflow. So I use multi-resolution, the linear subdivision, and I subdivide the mesh so up to 270,000 vertices, so it should be okay. So the next thing is we use the mask tool, and we have to change a few settings. So first, the stroke mode is log radius, so this one here. Then the fall off is the none fall off, the flat fall off, and my pressure settings are all off. Okay, so here this is filter settings, but I changed nothing. So now I open the alpha image, so, and I say replace for this, and I import my image. So you see it here. Okay. So now you see here symmetry is active, so we don't need symmetry at the moment. And I want to see here the center of this object. So I press here on the icon, and now the center is visible. So now I paint my, or stamp my mask on the plane. So this is fine. And now I switch to the mask icon to set here the the thickness. So I extract it so you can see it here like this here. So I only want it like this maybe. And here division edge loops is 0. So, and now I press extract. So now the plane I can hide. So, and now you see here on the top the on tap face group option here. So I tap here on the side face group like this. And now I'm using the operations menu, and here you can inflate the whole thing. So let's inflate it like this. And then here use the smoothing slider. So you see here you get nice, smooth things. Okay, so now I clear the mask, and so have a look at the topology at the side. So, and I'm smoothing it a little bit more. So, like this. Okay, the next thing is I'm using the cell mask here. And here you see an option for front vertex only. So this checkbox. And now I mask here this. And the mask looks like this here. And now I'm using here the blurring slider. So I blur the whole thing like this. And now I press invert. So now it looks like this. So I'm using the gizmo. So I move it up like this, rotate it, so that you get the form of the foot. So about this here. Okay. So now we can clear the mask. So this is a shortcut here. So this clear here is a shortcut. You find it in the gesture settings here. You can set here not the gesture setting, shortcut settings. You can add here shortcuts to the bottom bar. So I clear the mask. Okay, so now we need another mask here. Or a little bit like this here. So now I invert the mask and I blur it. Gizmo. Not so much. So it looks like this at the moment. Okay, so now we can clear again the mask. And now, it looks like a foot. So this is a rough shape of the foot. And the next thing is you can use the the move tool, and yeah, maybe do a few things here. So there's also the silhouette option here. I hope you get it. And I'm using here maybe clay. Oops, sorry. There. So the rest is, yeah, pick a reference and sculpt the rest of the foot and bring everything in position. And here you see here the mesh is stretched, so we can use a voxel remesh, but it's better, I think, at the moment. I'm using here dynamic topology and remesh the whole thing to keep the shape here. So now we don't need wireframe anymore. You get the idea. So I'm not a perfect sculptor, but I'm a lazy guy to get the shape. So yeah, it becomes a foot, I think. No, not sub mode. Okay, that's it. The rest is up to you to get the foot in a perfect shape. And yeah, I hope you liked it. Have fun with sculpting, and ciao.